Welcome back. Today I'm going to be working on some sprites for plants for the gardening mechanic. By the time this video comes out, gardening should be fully implemented within the alpha builds, and many of you will likely already have seen these sprites. Uh, Making sprites for RPG Maker, first step is you're going to want to open the sprite sheet. That's going to be located where your RPG builds are, first of all. Your folder might be named something different. I made a folder just for these. Keeps it nice and organized. Your project, images, characters, and you'll have lots of different sprite sheets. Then you'll want to pick the one that you want to edit. I have already put in a MISC events icon, so I can add in my own sprites for different things. And we'll open that up. So here you can see we've got some dirt piles. Here's the ripples for the different fishing, rope bridges, loot sacks, and I've already kind of gotten started on the plants. Now that we have this open, I'm going to configure the grid. I have it set for a default of 32. That's great for working with icons, but with sprites we want 48 by 48. Now you can see the grid properly encompasses all of the different sprites. I considered making a video on the making of these, but it took at least an hour each to get to this point. I'm still kind of getting used to pixel art. I have some experience with it, but I'm not quite ready to take that jump. So we're starting from this point, and I will work down from there. Each sprite is usually they're in this 3x4 here. You can get away with a 1x4, however, like I've done with the these ripples. I've duplicated them so that there's more variety, of course. You can see there's slight differences between each of these. But you can have just the 1x4s, which I'm going to do that for the plants. They'll only have one sort of loop of movement. So to get started, I'm going to clear my workspace. These images are from the artwork, the frameworks that you'll see throughout the game. So this sheet is just a duplicate of the template for those artworks. And they work pretty well to mark the different spaces, so I've left them in as I go. Now, I'm going to make a copy and paste, and now I have a new workspace here that's totally unique. Then I'm going to go back here, and we're going to copy these, paste, move them where we want. So now we have a duplicate. I'm going to do that again. And I'm going to do that one more time, I think. Now we have 4 identical sheets, and this should make it easy to do the movements, because we can simply place pixels slightly to the side, giving us a unique arrangement. So I'm going to bring, let's put this one on top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw on this layer while using this layer as a template. So I'll actually make this one semi-transparent. Enough so it's clear, but enough so you can kind of see past it. I'll leave the shadows for the most part. Those shouldn't need to be changed. And let's get started. So, base of the plants, that's not going to move too much. Depending on the plant, you might want to make that move. Mine are going to be stationary, though. And let's grab these other two colors. Fill in this base a little bit more. Then for this one, we'll have it move to the side just a bit. So just a small movement there. This stalk, I'll do something similar. Let's make this one move. Over, and then let's they're kind of bunched up, so it's a little difficult. Maybe if you do something like this. So there it shifts over a bit more. And we'll bring these ones down and this one over. So it kind of rotates there. Move over to the other side. And I'll keep it going, so I'll keep them moving outward. So it'll kind of spread out and then come back together on the other side. So now you can compare to what it started with and what you have now. I think I'm actually going to make it a little different. I'll move this down and over. There. And we'll hop over the next ones. This one will be a little bit easier. We're only working with the one color. Probably should switch back to the pencil first. So you have that. And I'll probably end up duplicating the shadows just so they have that same transparency and don't get too messed up during animations. Then we scroll up to the big one. Starting with the dark color. Oops, there we go. I meant Control Z, not Control X. And I'm going to kind of keep this going throughout the whole thing. I'm going to try to keep the same number of pixels with each bunch. I don't know how much that'll really matter in the end, but I think it'll help it look nice and uniform. Oh, interesting, that one still ended up in the same spot, so I'll do that. And these will be cycling pretty quick, so super fine details aren't the biggest issue. You do want it to look nice, though. And there, slightly different. And to keep the nice shadows the way I want, I'm just going to real quick copy those over and paste that down. And on the other plants, I'll probably start with this step. Let's try this one again. Oh, that shadow didn't. Oh, I see what I did. There we go. There. So now we have an issue. That's not supposed to happen. Seems to have duplicated at some point. Just going to erase that and fix my selection here. layer, crop to selection. There. And we bring everything back. All good. You can now delete that layer safely and hop over to layer 2. Okay. So, like I said I'm going to do, I'm going to start with the shadows. Make sure I have the right layers selected this time. So we have the shadows. These ones are going out, so these ones are going to go in. The right layer selected, back to the pencil. And I'm going to start with this one here. Just moving inward. Yeah. Okay. Over here, same thing. Oh, I see what I did. Oops. Bucket fill, fixed. So this one does kind of get grouped together a bit. But we'll see how they turn out. And lastly, we've got this one. And hopefully the other plants will be a little bit quicker than these ones. The gem one and the treasure one will probably be a little quicker because they're going to be a little bit different. They won't have quite the detail. So now we have this. Delete that one. And I'm going to go in here and probably tweak this one a little bit. I need to work on paying attention to my layers. So these two look okay. This one, let's put that there. It's not quite so meshed together. So 2. This one's a 3. Yeah, so we get a little bit. And then for now, I'm going to leave this last frame the same as the first. I want to see how this sprite plays out when we test it. And I'm actually going to let's overwrite that. And next we'll open up RPG Maker and try it out. So we're back to here. We want to be in this, and then over here we have the garden. First step. So as you see, I've already placed in the sprite for that first one. And movement type will have custom route. And I believe if we just have it turning at random, it should behave as intended. So then I want to add, let's add a quick treasure chest here. Item. We will need seeds. And we'll need fertilizer. Okay. And let's test. And we'll need to move the player. Then let's test it out. Got the seeds and the fertilizer. Yes, we want to plant the seeds. We don't have any of these right now, but I'll click on one just to show you. I need seeds. So we plant the seeds. And there we go. We've got our little moving plants. So since you're looking at them from a good distance, and there's other plants, you've got the grass below it, so the kind of rough movement works pretty well. I might go and change that fourth panel to something different, just to give a little bit more variety, but for now we've got little bouncing herbs. So I'm going to close that. And then while we're here, I'm going to add more seeds to this. So we'll get magic seeds, treasure seeds, and crystal seeds. Apply that. Save. And we'll minimize that for now. Next, we're going to come over to here. And we're going to anchor all of this. So now this is all together. And clear out our next portion of the canvas. This one, I don't think I'll have moving as much. I think the woody part here, I'll keep that the same. And it'll just be the flowers that will move. And these are this is going to be the magic plant. This will grow special fruits that let you buff a character of your choice. They're pretty neat, pretty useful. They'll be a good way to increase the health and magic of your characters. So we've got those. Okay, so this one I need to clean off. There we go. Okay. And we're going to start up here. Back to size 1. Semi-transparent. Fill in all the woody spots. And these ones are a magic plant, so we can do a little bit more with them as well. I might make these just bob up and down as well, so they get shorter and longer as you go. So there's that frame. I'm going to copy that real quick since we're going to need this exact same frame for the other sections. There we go. And just making sure that everything worked properly. Quick check. Cool. So I'm going to start with these. So down one. Okay, so we've got extra down to go. And then, you know want? I want to make the flowers switch size. So then this one will be a big blue one, and we'll have a little red one. So you can see the red's big, the blue's little. Now we've got the opposites. And then on this frame, I'm making everything kind of move in. On the next frame, I'll make things move out. So then we'll go down, down. And down. And we won't do that for all of them. Let's keep some of them similar. There we go. So now this one's going to kind of butt right up against here. And we'll have a little red flower there. Then this one kind of go down. Boom. Alright, so starting this point there. And we'll do the same thing over here. Okay, there we go. Delete that one. And come back down here. And this one, I talked about doing the opposite. So we're going to go out with these. So that'll make these ones move inward. This one bugs me. I'm just gonna flip it around entirely. There we go. That's a little bit better. Okay. Delete that. And I'll leave that one as normal as well for now. Sure to override. And we'll go to this next one. Oh, yes. Merge everything down, so now you've got one continuous layer and image. And move on to the next part. So this one is the treasure plant. Sort of got a pinata look to it. I think what I'm going to do for it is invert the colors, or like swap them. So everywhere that's dark is going to become light, everywhere that's light is going to become dark. So it'll kind of have a pulse look to it. And that should be pretty quick compared to the previous ones, because I'll only need 2 spaces for that. And I shouldn't even need an extra layer. I should be able to just edit these duplicates directly. So starting with the first duplicate, I'm going to move it down to the second slot because those ones will be the same. And immediately anchor it. And then I want to do it again. And then I'm going to do it again. Actually, I'm going to delete that one. Then I'll just do this one, and then I'll duplicate that one when it's finished, since it'll be the same. So, I suppose let's get started. So we have two distinct sections here. We've got this dark section and this light section. I'll start with the dark section first. So, I think I have an idea. So I'm actually, let's start with white. Perfect. And then black. Okay. Then, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the colors over here. So there's darks. There's the lights. We have dark on the outside, light in the middle. And what we're going to do is just be swapping those. So there's the lights, or the lower lights. We'll start with those. So lights now on the outside with dark on the inside. Oops. Yeah, okay, good. Then going to do the same thing here. So dark colors will get dark bucket. I'd be a little careful here. And light colors will get a light bucket. Now we've got, this one's the light and the dark. I just did that backwards. Okay, right, because dark is on the outside. So now light needs to go on the outside. So light, oops. There we go. And now dark. Okay. So we have the roughly the opposite. And I'm going to just erase these. Copy this whole layer. Make it its own layer and bring it down. Then stick them all together. So, ta-da! We're now at 3 out of 4. And you can see these ones have sort of a repeating pattern here. Now the crystals, I'm not sure I'm going to want to move since they're crystals. I think I'll leave those for now. If I do move, I might do sort of a shading shift. Yeah, I think I'm happy with them for now. You'll just have little crystals. You know, no, I take that back. Let's do this. So I'm going to make these boxes. I'm going to clear it. Make a new work area. And this will be the first one. I might not actually use the work area on this one either. But let's give this a shot first. And very simply put, I'm just going to make these, because it goes kind of light, medium, dark. I'm just going to have those move across the crystals in a consistent way. So I should only need 3 for this. So this one again is going to be a duplicate of our starter. And start here. This should be pretty straightforward, and it'll be a little easier since these are smaller. So I'm going to grab the blue colors. And I'll start with the light, because that will be there, then the dark would be there, and the medium will go there. And then while we have blue selected, do that same thing again. Light, medium, no, light, dark, medium. Okay. Easy peasy. I'm going to do the same thing with the red. And so we did dark, so we'll start with light, dark, medium, light, dark, medium, why does it keep changing? There we go. Light, dark, medium, green. It's not super pronounced, but you can kind of see it. Light, dark, medium. We've done red, green, purple, and then yellow. So let's do purple next. Okay. Light, dark. So we'll do these at the same time. Light, dark, medium, medium, and then same thing. Light, medium, dark. So start with the light. Dark. Dark being a relative term when you're dealing with yellows. I guess more full would be a better term in this case. Okay, there we go. So we can now see that these are clearly distinct from those. And we're going to go down here and we will do it again. So this time, so let's see, they start with this, they move over one. So this time the colors should be flipped. We'll have dark, medium, light, dark. Yeah, so let's start once again with the blue. Alright, switching layers. Dark, medium, light. And okay, so dark is in the middle. Now dark is going to be on the edge. Dark, light, medium. Right? Yeah. So we got light, dark, medium, light, light, dark, medium. Now we have light, dark, medium. Yeah. Okay, good, 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 good. So dark, light, medium. Next, purples. So starting here. So dark was there. Now dark's going to be here. So dark, medium, light. And once more with the yellows. Okay. Dark, light, medium. Okay, reds and greens are left, so let's do reds next. Dark, medium, light, dark, dark, light, light, medium. And lastly, the greens, which those are spaced out, so I'm not going to do them at the same time. Dark, light, medium, dark, light, medium, and down to here. Erase that. We'll make a new one over here. Light, medium, dark, light, medium. Okay, and then that's a duplicate of the start. So file, override, and now we should be able to go back to our RPG Maker. I don't think it'll update on its own. Oh, good, it has. So then we're going to go custom once again. Turn it random. Just going to check. Yep, that's what we got here. So turn it random. Turn it random. Custom route. Turn it random. And random. So that's just going to move down that path. Okay. And I'm going to increase the amount of fertilizer. Set it to 10. And I'm actually just going to delete that self switch so we can collect more if we need to. So, and let's test it out. chest. You want to use some fertilizer? Yes. We got seeds. We got magic seeds. Right, we didn't update that one. So let's close this. Delete these. There. Now, and I'm going to turn down these volumes as well. There we go. So, collect the seeds. Yes. Alright, cool, there we go. So we got this one kind of pulses, these kind of shimmer, this one wiggles, which for a magic plant I think that's fitting. And then these kind of move in a breeze. And see, they've got some time to grow. So I don't have... It takes a long time, so we're actually not going to stick around for the whole time. But they now work, the sprites are done, and each one's pretty unique. So you can very clearly see what kind of seeds you've planted. You can check on them. It'll tell you when they're ready to harvest. Each one will have 3 stages of harvest: smallest, medium, and largest. There's no actually cap on how big they can get. The longer they go, the more you'll get out of them. And so actually for best results, you want to leave them for as long as possible. And that'll just get you the most out of your seeds. But you'll have 8 spots here, so you have plenty of room to grow as much as you want. And so that is gardening sprites for Calvin's Gallery. Thank you for joining me.